What's up, jobbers, and welcome to the latest edition of the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, Nestlemania alongside for the ride is a man that, well, loves T-Swift a little bit more than I do, JC.
Only a little bit. I feel like the gap's a little larger than that.
I was being facetious, JC.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we've got a lot to talk about. We're going up against NXT and NXT, TNA, and AEW at the same time. This is fun. As well as we've got a little thing at Down Under, 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, which is interesting as well. And, of course, we've got the Raw, SmackDown, and everything else in between.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling this week in Nestlemania, but where do we start?
We always start in the shine, JC.
Oh, I tell you what, you know what was difficult this week? Finding shine in these shows. Yeah, dude. This was a rough week. It just I will say, so my favorite thing this week was something that took about 15, 20 seconds. Can you guess what I'm referring to? It happened on Raw.
15 to 20 seconds?
Yep.
Was it the slap from Asuka Kyrie?
No, that was good. But it was the 15 to 20 second AJ Styles promo after their useless match. Where he literally said, he's like, we don't need no build to this Cena match. We're just going to go out there and fucking from it's all need to be said. I was already sold, but I'm sold. So to me, it's like AJ Styles cut an effective promo, first of all, as a babyface, second of all. And third of all, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's my shine this week.
Okay. That's literally all you have?
Why did you like this week? Tell me. There was a lot of things I kind of nothing this week.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might have nothing yet, but I enjoyed a lot, actually. I can't believe I'm Mr. Positivity this week, but we've got a lot. All right, so I would say this much. I really enjoyed Aleister Black versus Sammy. I thought that was a fucking stellar fucking match. I loved it. I thought it was fire. I loved the Hope spot. It was like he went for the haluva kick, moved, and went right into the Meteora and almost won. I thought that was really fun. I liked Priest getting involved. To parlay into that, I thought one of my favorite comedy spots of all time. This is probably hyperbolic, but watching Priest push Kit Williams down and crash, and he didn't fucking laugh. I was like, that's fucking special. That was really well done. I thought there was a lot of good stuff there. As I look around, there's some other stuff. I will say this much. I am really, really, really surprised that Jacob Fatu's not already in Hollywood, because the promo that he cut in that package on Friday night made me think this guy is not going to stick in WWE for a while. There is something special about him. He is just a guy that is just radiating aura or some type of charisma, the it factor right out of your gate right there when you're watching him. I was just like, this guy will get so many movie roles. This guy could be an action star. This guy, and I know I'm probably pumping the tires on this too much, but I was just so interested in seeing, what could Jacob Fatu do? Can he be a better Samoan actor than his predecessors, perhaps? That's all I'm saying.
He definitely just got Nestle cursed to all hell right there.
Notice how I didn't do anything wrestling related. So really, it's outside the realm. It's okay. So
he ain't never getting a movie role. Know what I mean?
That's fine. Also, I just thought this was interesting as well. And again, another fun match. Had no reason to be a fun match. The Garzas losing to your boy Javon Evans and Penta. I believe that was a great Phoenix. That was a great match as well.
Would you like to see Javon and Phoenix continue to tag team, since Phoenix's other tag team partner left for AEW and his brother's on the other show?
I mean, it seems like they're going to continue to do this. This boy is bouncy, so I don't mind. I don't know.
I don't mind it. It's one of those. I think it's a good way to bring Javon up to the roster, because they're just going to have fucking bangers no matter who they wrestle. Imagine those two versus Fraxium. Oh, boy.
Right? See, that's a good point.
Bonus hope.
Bonus hope indeed. Also, something that I thought was really fun was, again, the solo promo where he put everybody over, and then he just said something about Talo, that he's great and he's whatever. But, of course, they're missing something, which made me go, we're getting there. We're getting a full strength here of the fucking henchmen, which I think that's great, because I think that's what this thing needs, is to have 5 people deep. I think it's going to be fun. He's definitely get the United States title back, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't think it's hard. I'm curious your thoughts on this, JC, because do you take a faction less serious if the head of the faction, regardless male female, isn't the world champion?
I mean, obviously, if they're the world champion, it feels bigger because that just means you're in the main event. So that's an obvious thing. But yeah, I think Solo has to get there eventually. But it's one of those things. It's like I don't mind him having to climb the ranks. We see it all the time. People have to climb the ranks. You don't just get thrown up there right away. Like Gunther was the same way, and Gunther was we considered an end boss. So I think Solo has that potential. I think he's still very young, and I think as we've seen, he gets better and better and better every week. So I have all the faith in my my true tribal chief, head of the family.
So you didn't like anything else?
I just like for Raw is fucking like a rerun. We're back to Monday Night Rerun. It's just like the entire main event scene. I say it every week. So nothing to say there. It's just, and then it's just even with like, I love Lyra and Roxanne. I'll watch them wrestle every week, but I have been watching them wrestle every week. So just like, that's kind of my point with Raw. And then SmackDown, it's just like, I don't know. A lot of the stuff just didn't do much for me this week. So yeah, it's just a lot of it I had nothing there. I just didn't enjoy it all.
Okay. That's fair enough. I actually didn't like a lot on Raw. So if you want to get to the heat, this might be the earliest heat we've ever gone to. Boom, get him off my TV, get him off my TV, get him off my TV. So look, I'll say this much. I am really, like you said it, so we'll bring it up here. Lyra and Roxy, great match. But like you said, we're in the vortex of these four women keep going and going and going. So it feels, even if it's a brand new match, which I think it may have been, I might have lost.
No, they literally just wrestled like a week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So it's definitely being rehashed and reused and recycled, RECYCLE, right, as you say. And so it's taking away from all that stuff. Of course, there was a backstage brawl sort of kind of at the end, or the middle, excuse me, after their match.
Because we got a tag team match next week, playa.
I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot that, like, when you keep doing these, like, this person versus that person, then switching it out for 4 weeks in a row, it does get really cumbersome. It gets really tiring. And I just don't understand how they've wasted all of their creative load on the Cody stuff and as well as the Seth Rollins stuff and the Punk stuff, that by the time they get to everything else, it just feels like what a less than effort from the creative team.
Well, I'm curious because the one thing they're really trying and harping on is this fucking Jay, Roman, Jimmy bullshit. It's weird. Like, I'm not interested in Jay becoming Roman. I don't know if that's just me, but I find this storyline stupid. I was excited that Usos were going to be a tag team again. I love like LA Knight and all them taking digs and Punk being like, yeah, you should just be a tag team. You know what? They're motherfucking right, Jay. You're not Roman Reigns. You don't have that kind of aura, bro. You got a dope, badass entrance and you rode it to the world title. Good for fucking you. That's awesome. But like, you ain't fucking Roman Reigns. So them trying to sell me on this storyline. Then you have poor Jimmy and you have being like, oh, well, you've never been a world champ. Roman saying him. Just like, I feel like they're just going back to the well here because the bloodline stuff was so good and they're desperate to have something with it again. And it's just, I don't know. It's not working for me.
I mean, it's literally polluted everywhere. I mean, we've got the start of the show with Roman Reigns, and of course he's fighting the big Ozilla this Saturday. That's a big deal. And then it kind of throughout the night they weave and they do all this other stuff. And then CM Punk, in my opinion, I thought this promo took too fucking long with the CM Punk and the LA Knight and the Jey Uso and the Jimmy Uso. Of course, it set up the main event, which happens, but my God.
Very short main event, by the way. Because I went to fast forward, I'm like, oh, there's 8 minutes left.
Yeah, it didn't last very long, but there was a lot of nonsense, excuse me, and a lot of sloppiness. It felt like, I think I'm starting to realize, and again, I'm a big proponent, especially here's my soapbox moment. If you let me have it, JC, with ticket prices being so high, it would be great if they went back to house shows. I know they're not going to because it's probably not a money maker,
not anymore.
But I would say this much: if you don't have house shows, you do not get reps in. Therefore, things get sloppy and slow and uninteresting. And as we're getting into the thick of what you and I call just like the worst part of the year in terms of watching as a fan, it is really evident to me that not having house shows, not having the reps, not being able to do much, these guys like an LA Knight, not a problem. Jey Uso, not a problem. But you get to the Jimmys, especially the CM Punks of the world, they aren't having all the matches all the time. Some people like Cody Rhodes, they get ready, they stay ready. But other people, you can tell they're a little dusty, and it really, really shows in the quality of the work. And I just think that that's really a detriment to the business model. I know they're making money hand over fist and people are spending thousands of dollars on fucking shit, and I'm sure they'll be fine. But I think that's a short-term success goal for them. Long-term, I think it'll hurt everything going forward. I think that WWE is doing really well, and they'll continue to do well because they're in capitalistic world now. So it's going to be fine. But I just feel like as a fan, they're alienating me from my wallet. They're making me pay for PLEs that I can't. This is the second PLE that I'm not going to be able to watch because I refuse to dish out $30 until they get their fucking shit together with YouTube TV. So I'm beyond upset because I can't enjoy a PLE. I'm upset because I can't take my kids or my friends or myself to a actual show anymore. It just feels like they're alienating the hardcore audience or the people that stick around even through the bad stuff to try to get that brass ring. And I just feel like I'm really not enjoying the experience as a fan watching this anymore.
You hit it on the head, though. We're still fucking here. And they know that. They don't have to cater to us. They're going to go for the people that are going to pay for that because there is, unfortunately, I mean, that's the problem with WWE becoming more mainstream and more people liking it. It's just like this happens. It's just the way it is. It sucks. The ticket prices things are insane, but until people stop paying them, why would they stop? They are a business at the end of the day, unfortunately. But yeah, in terms of the reps thing, like there's got to be ways they can stay sharp because if you're not doing those days, it's like, well, you should be keeping yourself sharp. And I think a lot of them probably do. But obviously when you're older or you like have a little more money or you don't care as much or your wife's pregnant and probably taking a lot of your time, then yeah, I could see you getting a little sloppy and not putting in the extra work on your own.
Just something that really bothers me. Like I've noticed it because you keep saying like it's weird. Like maybe they're feeling it in terms of the creativity too, because I feel like this is some of the worst storytelling I've seen them do.
I think they just like they blew their load and now they're just so focused on other things. Like I think Triple H's mind is just everywhere else doing these other things, and he's leaving some of the old dogs in charge to run it, and they just go back to their cookie cutter bullshit. Fair enough. I don't have to name names. We know who the people are. They're all the guys that have been there forever and all the friends and all, like whatever. Just like, and we know the ones that are creative and we know the ones that aren't. Like it's evident.
So I'm curious, what got you hot and bothered then?
So like I didn't outward dislike anything except for what we just talked about. I thought that shit was a fucking waste of my time all night. Good God. But I will say I'm still upset about the Miller Don't Miss stuff because I just think they flipped it too fast. And now we're on this runaway train and clearly they're just going to feud. But it just like, I felt like there was a lot more milk in those udders to fill up some buckets before they did it. So
who are you?
That's why it's heat for me. That's why it's heat for me. And also like Street Profits Wyatt rematch. And they're like literally they pretend like the Street Profits were good against Melo Don't Miz because they, God forbid, they do the same. They're doing the exact same storyline. But it's like we know when they face the Wyatts. I think is that next week,
something like that.
Yes, yeah. Next week. Like they're probably gonna have a blah. It's just like, just make it happen already. I'm just over it. Like the Wyatts suck. I don't want to watch them fucking wrestle anyways. But like at least give me something new.
Fair enough. I will say there was a lot, in my opinion, that was kind of all over the place in terms of what was going on this week, but. The one thing that really, really kind of just threw me off, we talk about this all the time, JC. We had a contract signing and nothing fucking happened.
You got to keep you on your toes sometimes, you know? I didn't write that down because I didn't acknowledge that as a segment that happened.
It was a waste of time.
The only thing I enjoyed is I love Stephanie's entrance. I
mean, I get that, you know, Kiana and Julia, they're trying to be recruiting her and whatever. I'll make you something, whatever. But then like it turned into something at the end and it was like, that's the physicality. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't lead it. There's no lead up to it because
we got a tag team match next week, playa.
Yeah, but guess what? We're going to Perth and it's just like, how does this, it doesn't really help anything.
No,
it doesn't.
This is how it helps because Julia and Kiana will win, which will be big for them. It'll do a little dissension with Stephanie and Tiffany. If they have Stephanie and Tiffany win, I agree it's a waste of time. But if Julia and Kiana get to bank a win here, I think it's important.
I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's a very, very tough one because I just thought like that's the best you can do. That's the best you can do for two.
Yeah,
one.
We've seen that book the woman. That's the best they can do.
That's the like they do one thing for this entire setup, and it's a champion that we're exhausted by, and a champion who just got it, who needs a little bit of help here, and they couldn't do anything for them. I just thought it was really lazy. Absolutely fucking lazy. It was just like, oh, it just bothered the fuck out of me. Seriously bothered the fuck out of me. I don't know. Also, I'm curious, we haven't talked about your favorite wrestler of all time, Seth Rollins, seeing as though he's plastered everywhere this week. On Friday, it was him and Heyman looking at each other at the end of the show. And he went to go in and try to curb stomp Cody. And he got crossroads for his efforts. And it was like Cody's in his head. Then we go to Monday, and they have this big fucking powwow there after Becky does her thing. And then it's like, what happens if I lose? And he lays out this whole rigmarole. And then at the end, he's like, I have to question why I picked you instead of Roman Reigns, which I get. But in my thought process here, I'm putting my flag right down right now in the sand. There's no fucking way that Seth Rollins loses this match.
Yeah, they burned the match in the second, which we already knew. We've talked about it every week since they said it. We said Seth has to win this. But like, they burned the match with that segment. They like, it's a prediction, not a spoiler. No, you just fucking did a spoiler. Like, any intrigue with the match, they might fucking screw it. They just threw that out the window. So now it's just like, how is Seth going to cheat to win?
Right. And I think that takes it out of it for me. So like
100%, I'm with you.
I just feel like, here's the thing. We get the crown jewel and we'll get the matches for the predictions, but there's a lot of matches in there where I'm like, I'm not excited for. Like, in theory, this matchup between Cody and Seth should mean something, and they went out of their way to make this a big fucking deal. It did mean something,
but they ruined it.
Right. Then you get to the other matches and it just feels like no build for another, which I understand. Then it's like this random street fight, which we'll get to at some point. And there's just all these pieces that just make me go, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, like, but you're really enjoying the Kabuki Warriors, Io and Rhea feud.
Oh, God. Listen, you want to talk about something that won't end. You want to talk about,
this is bad television. This is cringy shit.
I'm usually pretty negative, but my God.
I love Kyrie. Everything Kyrie has done in this feud has been great. Everyone else in this feud sucks.
Going back a quick second, the Joe Stopper says, maybe Randy finally turns heel on Cody? Yawn.
They ain't blowing that in fucking Perth at fucking 8 a.m.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting pretty rough. But anyway, the whole EO package thing was whatever. She's not a great actor. That's whatever. Kyrie gets the big dub. The Alabama slam on the apron, everybody seems to be talking about. If you go back and watch their matches in Stardom, they're all big fucking oops bumps. I'm also under the the thought process that Japanese wrestlers are just tougher than everybody else. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think everybody.
Mike Awesome knows all about that.
That's fucking right. Masato Tanaka could be fucking killing everybody. I still to this day, JC, that is a match that when I watch it, I think of you. Like when we watch that, we just like
my favorite match I've ever seen.
Just watching that with you and watching like seeing Masato Tanaka get fucking power bombed and then Mike Awesome directly jumping over the top rope on top of him for no reason whatsoever was like the greatest cherry on top. I just fucking
adding anytime you're fucking power bombing refs for no reason. Yeah, coming like it's just like that. Everything about that was perfect.
I don't think there's a better match in this entire world.
There isn't. It's the greatest match of all time.
Absolutely. But anyway, Japanese wrestlers are just tougher. I think that's just what it comes down to. But no, the whole thing is so fucked up. Like even the like 6-man tag out of nowhere was like, we have nothing for AJ Styles, so we'll throw them together with these guys. So it just is what it is. I don't know. I feel like we're at a point.
It's boring right now. You can say it. The product has been boring. It hasn't been great since WrestleMania, but there's been enough for us to get excited about every week. Right now, the only thing I've been excited for was Cody and Seth, and they fucking stabbed that thing in the fucking heart, and it bled out on Monday. Because we just talked about this shitty fucking tag team feud. Sucks. Roman Bronson rematch. Oh my God. I'll get to that in my hope, but good God. Fucking Christ. I know he's Australian. That's why he's on the card. We've talked about how shitty Tiffany and Stephanie is. And like Cena AJ is going to be fun, but there's nothing on TV that like to support that. So the television product doesn't have that because they've skipped it, which is fine because normally there should be enough things to pick us up, but there literally isn't. And then the weekly TV stuff, like it just hasn't been good. It just hasn't been good overall. It's been a bad product for a while, but the last, I don't know, what has it been? Probably the last month, which like we've said, the September, October, November, December, it's the dog days of wrestling for sure. But we got the little ESPN bump last month where they really stacked that, but now we're on a fucking extreme downhill.
I'm just not feeling good as a fan. I think that's really what comes down to it. I'm just not feeling like a really, really good feeling about any of this.
At least you have another option in AEW. Oh, wait, that product fucking sucks more. God bless NXT.
NXT is probably the best thing going today, and they're having
the
a
only
big
wrestling
night.
show I consistently enjoy every week. Like, on almost all of it. There's very few things in NXT that I dislike. Even Dark State sucks, but at least every now and then I can laugh at how fucking goofy Cutler James is, and I'll never be able to take him seriously.
There's a lot going on in in the world of wrestling. So I think we're just kind of inundated with a lot of stuff. So we don't really understand what's good and what's bad. We know what's good and bad, but I think they're hoping, they being the people that are in charge, don't think that we know as an audience what's good and bad.
Well, a lot of the audience doesn't.
Right. We're getting looped in with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not
don't care about us. The WWE has openly said they don't care about the internet fan, which I agree with. Internet fans are the fucking worst. Shut the fuck up and stop crying, bitches.
I think the problem that's going to hurt my feelings more than anything else is that after this, okay, I'll stop here because you need to answer this one. Does AEW really suck more than WWE?
Yes, Joe. Come on. Literally, all the people that are interesting are fucking injured for him or away right now, which sucks. MJF, Will Ospreay, Swerve. Must I keep going? There's very few interesting things, and then every time they get something interesting, they fucking kill it. So it's just like, come on. I get the cheap pops of Orange Cassidy's back and his media offline all over his Titantron. I love that shit. But that's like a little. WWE has way more of those than AEW does. So it's not even close. They're in the basement.
Is there anything else that pisses you off?
No. Let's go. Let's get hopeful.
All right, go ahead.
Shit, he did. Glorious.
Yeah, my only hope. Would you like to
I mentioned it in Nestlemania because, and it's not really a hope because I don't fucking care, but it should be a hope or else this guy's career is fucking over. Bronson Reed has to beat Roman Reigns or else I have no reason to ever believe in him over anything. He's in his hometown. He's fucking, they're making it a street fight so fucking Braun can get involved. Everything's in his favor. There's nothing in Roman Reigns' favor for this match. So if Roman Reigns beats him again, Bronson Reed, congratulations. You're mid-card to jobber for life, my friend. This is the chance. If they believe in this guy, he has to win here. A loss here does not hurt Roman. He already beat this guy. It's a street fight. It's a road game. He's all alone. This is the easiest fucking booking thing in the world. But they're probably going to book Roman to win. That's why I have to make this my hope because they have to know. If not, you are killing Bronson Reed forever. And you've done a good job building him, but you will kill him forever. Hashtag JC knows, especially in this scenario. Hashtag JC's hopes come true. Trying to help a brother out. Hashtag JC is great. Bronson Reed has to be Roman Reigns.
I had a couple hopes in mind when I was watching certain things, but the one thing they keep coming back to, JC, is that I feel like Cody Rhodes, although doing nothing wrong, feels like he needs to lose that championship now so he can win it back. And I feel like the easiest road here, in my opinion, is to have Randy Orton take that belt from him somewhere along the lines and have him chase Randy Orton the whole way from WrestleMania season. I think that's the easiest thing we can do here because we know that we want it and we know it needs to be good and there's a lot of meat on the bone there. And I just feel like as I'm watching Cody Rhodes, I'm like, okay, we know the Seth Rollins thing is happening. I'm going to venture a guess he's going to be in War Games this year. That's November. They don't really have something in December. That'll be John Cena's send-off. So we're just going to be waiting to see what happens at the Royal Rumble. I would say let Randy Orton turn on him and let's have Randy Orton and Cody and have Randy win, hold that thing, make Cody go through the whole fucking hoopla to get to the back of the end, and win back at Mania. That's fine. But I'm sitting there thinking to myself, as good as Cody Rhodes is, I am really, really thinking to myself, they've not done a great job, in my opinion, giving him some signature wins and some signature feuds and moments, in my opinion.
I would agree with feuds and moments, but this motherfucker beats everyone.
I know that, but
a huge deal when he actually loses because he's lost 3 times since he's been back. Yeah, when the problem that we get, and this is, it's true of babyface champions in general, but especially when you're a top guy babyface champion WrestleMania, They don't have to fucking try, and it shows, and it sucks. It's just like, oh yeah, he's our champion. People love him. They're gonna love his entrance. They're gonna love his matches. We can have him beat anyone, but he's gonna have a rematch with Drew at some point here. Maybe he won't be involved in the War Games. Maybe that'll be a singles match, but they're obviously building to that. That's probably going to be a good chance of why Seth Rollins is going to win in Perth is McIntyre will probably return and cost Cody. Because then there you go. That perfectly sets it up.
Yeah, but by saying that, you're saying that by McIntyre interfering, McIntyre would join the Vision. That's 4.
No, he's not joining the Vision. He's
Plus Brock Lesnar would be 5.
He's not joining the Vision, bro. He's not joining the Vision. He's just taking out Cody and Seth like he always does. Fucking benefits from somebody else because he'll never be able to do it on his own because he's not a motherfucking top guy.
All right. I'm just saying it feels like Cody needs something. He needs something.
Cody's the one guy that doesn't need anything, which is why they won't put any effort in until it gets to the big shows because they know they don't have to. They need to focus on the other things right now, Nestlemania, because everything fucking sucks. They need to put effort into other things to elevate other people so you have more reason to go to the show than just to fucking see Cody Rhodes.
That I will agree with as well. I think the tag team division sucks on every account.
The SmackDown tag division is stacked. They just ruined it by putting the Wyatts on top.
Right, exactly.
We were going somewhere. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's give it to this fucking team no one actually gives a fuck about. Bullshit.
I mean, even the women's division's rough.
I mean, those are always rough. We've been complaining about the booking of the women in WWE. Vince, Triple H, doesn't matter. There's only one man in wrestling who knows how to book women.
He's a sexy boy.
Yep.
Well, there it is. That's my hope, even though he just poo-pooed all over it. I figured you would because you're a Cody hunk, and that's fine. Because
no, I'm not doing it because of that. Just this is, unfortunately, like, this is what happens. And I would like to see them put the effort elsewhere first.
Fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Would you like to give your comeback?
Don't call it a comeback. She's been here for years. Thank you. Nestlemania. Not only did Maxine Dupree have her longest match ever, not only did Maxine Dupree beat the Intercontinental Champion by countout, not only Nestlemania, Maxine also had her best match of all time. And Becky was great, dance partner with us, because, I mean, let's be real. Have we ever seen Maxine over a 3-minute match that was a singles match? Absolutely not. And this thing went, what, 15 minutes at least? I thought she did okay. I've seen the growth, because we know there's a lot of women that like get called up fast, like Maxine, we've seen with BFAB, like, and they're just not fucking ready to actually wrestle. Zelina was kind of like that at first too. It took her a while to find her thing. When she was with Andrade, she was very raw as well. But you get called up to do a different role. But Maxine, like, you see like little things. We've seen her get better from time to time when they do this, when they actually put her on. But this is the first time I watched her. I was like, she fucking has really learned a lot. Because you know she's working her ass off with Natty, because that's what a lot of them do. So shout out Natty. Shout out Becky. But shout out Maxine. You get my comeback this week, because for the first time ever, I watched a Maxine match and been like, that didn't fucking completely suck. Great job.
I think this was a perfect storm in a lot of ways of Maxine finally hitting her stride, which, again, fantastic for her. Obviously, she's exactly where she needs to be. She didn't win by pinfall submission, so it was kind of a fluke-ish kind of thing, so it still gives credibility to Becky. But I will give Becky the credit here. Becky needs to continue doing what she's doing. She needs to slip on banana peels. She needs to be Ric Flair in terms of just letting everybody beat the shit out of her, and then she sneaks away with the title. That's all she needs to do, because she made Maxine look like $1 million. Now, Maxine did put in the effort and the work, so it showed, but Becky Lynch is a great partner in terms of making other people look good. But when she tears people down, that's where she loses me. So I feel like as a fan, if Becky can continue to get these other people elevated, she's doing a good job. Doesn't matter.
Someone jumping up and down upstairs.
They're excited about Maxine as well.
I guess so. Thank you.
But I do agree with you. I do agree it's a lot of fun. My comeback's going to Zoruka, because I was excited to see them on. I mean, we know Soul is like she's going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread, I think, once we finally see that break happen. But I love them as a tag team. I love them facing Chelsea. I think Chelsea did the best she could in that jobber alert, which I wish they had more time, because I actually enjoy Alba and Chelsea together as well. I do miss Piper, but I think that happening is great. And I think we're getting to the point where we get Zoruka versus Bliss and Charlotte. So that's going to be interesting as well. I don't know if they'll win on their first try here, But that match is going to fucking be awesome. Like, it's going to be wonderful to watch. Do you think
they're going to win? But I don't think they're going to win. No, because it's just, I mean, Charlotte and Alexa just got those. And I think they are building like some other teams to actually feud with. But I do like this because, I mean, they know what they have in Saul. They love her. And this pairing has been really fun. And they are, instead of having Charlotte and Alexa go to NXT, I think it's the right decision to have Zaruka come up to face them because the audience is going to love them, especially like they're just going to love them. So this is a great choice. I think it'll be a really fun little match. When are they doing it? Are they doing it next week? No, they're not doing it next week. Whenever they do it, I'm excited for it.
Okay. Simple enough. Should we get to the big old finish?
We should, Nestlemania, because SmackDown, like we've seen before PLEs, they stack it up with some nice TV matches. So we have the Sami Zayn Open Challenge. Is Buddy Murphy a free agent? That'd be something. We have Stratton and Vaquer taking on Julia and Kiana. We have the Wyatt Six taking on the Street Profits in a tag team title match playa and a last man standing between Damian Priest and Aleister Black.
I would love to see Aleister Black win this because I feel like he's on the up and Priest is on the down here. Because I want to see what happens with Aleister Black. But I feel like if it's a feud ender, it goes to Priest.
Who won the last match?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Was this the second or third match?
I don't remember.
Okay. I feel like we know Aleister Black won. So I feel like maybe if this is not the feud ender, then it's got to be,
Priest getting comeuppance, yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Any guesses for the Open Challenge? Any other Aussies that you can think of?
I'm not off the top of my head. I'm looking on SmackDown and I'm thinking to myself, like, who could they? I just feel like they keep.
You don't have to look on SmackDown. I would have it go to Big G, but that's
not a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
Big G.
I assumed we were going to get a Waller effect in Perth for the.
Oh, this is a surprise.
Yeah,
and maybe. Sammy versus Waller is a banner. I think they wrestled. I think Sammy came down to NXT and wrestled him. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't hate it. That's for sure. I wouldn't hate that at all. But you never know. You never know.
On Monday Night Raw, Nestlemania, we also have some Judgment Day matches. We have Lyra and Bayley taking on Roxanne and Raquel, and we have an Intercontinental title match between Dominic Mysterio and Penta.
Well, Penta ain't winning.
Nope, because Rusev's going to come in and destroy it, and he'll probably set up a triple threat or a fatal four-way, because what's his name? AJ's still around, too.
Well, I just saw at the end of the six-man tag, it was just like Penta and Rusev got involved kind of there, and I just feel like, okay, well, that's definitely going to happen. What was the other match you said?
It's the women's tag match.
Yeah.
Bayley stuff ain't doing it for you?
I think we'll be pleasantly surprised once we figure out what the character is. But I'm not getting enough advancement from her specifically to understand what's going on here. I feel like I need less Bayley wrestling and more of a character development, like moving forward to get what Bayley's supposed to be.
Monday feels like it should be a benchmark because they've been building towards this with like the hot and cold. Like it feels like Monday there has to be some sort of payoff to this to move it forward. So we'll see.
And if it doesn't?
Well, that'd be Monday Night Raw the last 6 months. So more of the same.
Okay. Fair enough.
Should we go to Perth, Australia, mate?
Do we have to?
Only
by the way, I would just like to say this might be the slightest, maybe the shortest knocker we've ever had.
This is a pretty short one, but that's just like there wasn't a lot to go off of this week. So
see, a lot of people were saying there was a lot of great storyline advancement, and I went, "Are you fucking?"
Yeah, I think the bar has just been really low lately. So, but I don't think there was because a lot of this stuff was already sold. We're gonna get to the matches right now. There's 5 of them. You mentioned it: Australian street fight between the Tribal Chief and the Tribal Thief. Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed, Nestlemania. I'm taking Bronson Reed because he has to win.
I'm also picking Bronson Reed for that exact reason because here's my thought: if Roman Reigns wins, what does that do for Roman Reigns? Just another day at the office. But Reed in his home country, signature win in the main event.
It's not.
Get it? It's the main event. It already was listed as the main event.
This won't be the main event.
Would you care to wager?
No.
Okay, because you're not.
The only reason they'd put Cody Seth first is if they want people to set their alarms. If not, that'll main event.
Or John Cena.
John Cena could main event as well, but that was what I would have kick off the show. Be Cena Styles. get that crowd fucking going right off the bat, and then throw the women's tag match out after that, because that match, who fucking cares? But we're gonna predict it right now.
Okay, so hold on real quick. Dom is saying that the Aussie beats Roman Reigns clean. Fuck no, it's a street fight.
No, that's why it's a street fight, bro. There'll be some spearing, some brawling. Yeah.
All right, what match are we on now?
We are on the women's tag team match play. Your girls, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, take on the team of Rhea Ripley, who is not on Raw because I think she's already promoting over there, and Io Sky, the genius of the Sky. Who you got in this one, Nestlemania?
I'm picking Rhea and Io because if I'm using the Bruce Pritchard logic, the heels already got one over, so the baby faces need to come back, especially in Australia.
Yeah, and Mommy's home. This is an easy one. Give me Rhea and give me Io. So we're on the same page so far, Nestlemania. Aussie. I. Singles match. AJ Styles, John Cena. Give me John Cena.
If AJ Styles was actually not as fucking white hot as he is right now, sarcasm. He is incredibly cold, in my opinion. And John Cena needs to get his fucking groove back before he's done. So this is an easy fucking thing. They have a handshake, a hug, a fucking emotional whatever. But yeah, Cena's winning this one.
3 for 3. We agree so far. Next up is, maybe we'll disagree on this one. Singles match for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Stephanie Vaquer, the Raw Women's World Champion, takes on Tiffany Stratton, the SmackDown WWE Women's Champion. God, it's a fucking mouthful. I will take Vaquer, Nestlemania.
I will also take Vaquer because she needs it more. And it's a banger of a song. Also because
she just won it. She needs something.
She needs something because at this point, we're going to get the title hopefully off of Tiffany. We need to make a bigger deal out of Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, I agree. We agree again. And this one, another one that we're probably going to agree on. Singles match for the WWE Crown Jewel Championship. Cody Rhodes, the SmackDown's undisputed WWE Champion, takes on Seth Rollins, Raw's World Heavyweight Champion. I'm picking Seth. We've talked about it. It's just he has to win this. And they literally laid out to you why on Monday. It wasn't a prediction. It was a spoiler.
I think that Seth Rollins has never been the guy on the show, and they're trying their best to make him the guy on the show.
Triple H has always loved him.
And you know what?
Jerks off to his CrossFit videos.
I'm telling you right now, as good as Seth Rollins is, one-of-a-kind man, I'm sure he's fantastic. One-of-a-kind. For some reason, my friends thought it was, what is a cake? I don't know.
Interesting. Was he hungry?
Yeah, probably. But no, look at me. I will just say this much. Roman Reigns is around. CM Punk is around. Cody Rhodes is around. John Cena's around. He may not
back.
He's not even in the top fucking 5. He's not. He's not in the top fucking 5. I'm sorry.
Jey Uso was bigger than him for a while too.
He's not. Seth Rollins in any other era would be a bigger fucking deal. Timing is everything. This guy got a Raw fucking deal because he's in Roman Reigns' world. CM Punk came back. John Cena had a retirement tour. Brock Lesnar dusted off the old fucking injection needle. The list goes on. Jey Uso got red hot. It's just too many people. It's a spoil of riches. You know what do they say? A spoil of riches or whatever. But like, it's there. He doesn't separate himself enough to be bigger than everybody else.
Seth Rollins or LA Knight?
Right now, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins or Jacob Fatu?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins or Sami Zayn?
Ask me in 6 months, might be Sami Zayn. Right now, it's Seth Rollins.
So we've established where Seth Rollins is. He's in tier 2.
He is, but he's the top of tier 2.
I agree.
He's the top. He's the top of tier 2.
Because LA Knight and Drew McIntyre would be the 2 that I would say, and then I was just testing your water level on Jacob.
I would say this much: Braun Breaker will surpass him.
So
it's just shit. At some point, it doesn't matter. It's over. Like, there are too many people that are going to beat him in this race. Even if all 4 of the people we just named decided to leave tomorrow, which they could if they want to, he still wouldn't, because there'd be other people ready to go. Obafemi, Braun Breaker. Like, he cannot make himself any bigger than he's already tried. He can't do it. I'm not saying like a physical stature. I'm saying like the presence of Seth Rollins, as good as he is, will never measure up to anybody else.
Seth Rollins or John Moxley?
Oh, what am I comparing it to? I guess is my question, because
I'm just ranking wrestlers.
If you ask Tony Khan,
I'm not asking Tony Khan. I'm asking Adam Nestlemania.
I can't stand John Moxley, so I'll say
I can't either. But I'm just asking like unbiased level, because I'm just trying to establish
they're actually equals if you think about it. They're actually
are. Moxley had to leave to be the equal. I mean, they're kind of equals there. But
no. I would say this much. I would say he was never a equal in WWE. Never.
Well, he started above him. He started above him. He did. A leader.
He did.
And he moved down. And then they did elevate him to the same level. It's just Triple H liked him better.
Yeah.
And that's why Moxley left. Because then when Roman's world became the real world, and he's like, I ain't fucking sitting under this Samoan the rest of my life. I'm going to go fucking bury people over there.
Mm-hmm. And cutting his fucking face off.
Bad.
This is a bad week of wrestling.
It is, and we're going head to head with both Dynamite and NXT. Hardy Boys won the NXT tag titles tonight, Nestle.
I'm excited for them. I love the wet paper towel dance. Needs some fucking paper towels. That's what we do. But no, I always love the Hardys, so good for them. But there's a lot of good. I'm gonna go watch NXT and enjoy it. I'll probably piss right through Dynamite though.
I watch Dynamite every week in about 20 minutes. It's been great because there's very few things I have to watch now since all the good people are gone. But yeah, if they want me to watch longer, they should have better stuff and less Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly and all these fucking losers I don't want to watch.
There's a lot of shit. Like I've watched the lineup and I went, what the fuck? Like the fact that I have to, and I'm going to get heat for this. The fact that Hangman Page is in a
mid card,
is in the feud with Samoa Joe over a shoving match for Wrestle Dream, to me is like the most asinine thing in the world. Like that's the best you have right now.
Give me a
fucking break.
They don't have anything right now. They are shit.
It's because if you wanted to make me fucking get, full attention, put fucking Bobby Lashley up against fucking Hangman. Let's see how that fucking goes. Give me Big Bob.
Tony Khan sees him as a tag team wrestler right now.
Big Bob is the fucking guy. That guy should eat the whole fucking roster.
MJF should have won the world title, and then him and Bobby Lashley would be feuding right now. And they could have carried the momentum from them ruining that storyline. They could have carried some momentum, but instead they're going to probably do that in 6 months and no one will care.
I don't give a shit if it's a one-off, Joe. It's
Joe, here's the problem. Here's the problem with Hangman's reign so far. I think this happened to him last time too. His last feud was also a runoff against the fucking mid-card champion. It was a one-off. He defended the world title against a fucking nobody last week in the middle of the card. John Moxley defended against nobodies all the time. He either kicked off the show or ended the show, usually ending the show. Hangman's being booked like a mid-carder. They did it to him last time. They're going to do it to him again. It's bullshit. Treat him like a fucking champ. Find him some real people to feud with, not fucking Samoa Joe. The Kyle Fletcher thing, whatever. You do that, but you don't follow that up with Samoa Joe. It's bad.
Not in love with this, I'll be honest.
Yeah, he's going to be running through the Don Callis family soon, I'm sure. Because if you're a heel in AEW, you're part of the Don Callis family. I kind of like it. It's hilarious.
He was just sorrow. I will say this much: if it'll probably be Andrade.
He attacked Kenny, didn't he?
Yeah, I know, but Kenny's fucking hanging on by a thread, and like I'm thinking to myself, I'll get excited for Hangman Takeshita.
Well, that's the one.
It'll be a fucking banger.
So they're doing Takeshita Okada, and they're both heels.
I don't know. I don't get this at all.
Sense, bro.
I don't know. Anyway, you want to get the hell out of here?
Yeah, I might as well.
All right, on that note, thank you for listening and watching the Jobber Knocker podcast. We'll be back next with hopefully a meatier version of the Jobber Knocker podcast. We'll see you next week for more Jobber Knockery.